LightGBM is one of the popular gradient boosting framework for building machine learning models, and by default it runs under CPU mode. So training LightGBM in GPU mode can accelerate your machine learning training time significantly, and it's mainly beneficial in those scenarios your dataset is very large. LightGBM GPU implementation is optimized to run in a low memory footprint, so which means that you'd be able to scale your machine learning training for a huge dataset. So that's the another benefit of using LightGBM in GPU mode. Okay, in this video we will see how we can train LightGBM model in GPU mode, because it's required a different set of activities before you will start LightGBM model training under GPU mode. So we will go through step by step to understand what are the activities required for enabling LightGBM to run under GPU mode. Okay, so let's start. So first we need to download one dataset from Kaggle site, and for this demo purpose I will be using fake news dataset. So I have already downloaded that dataset and I have stored it within my Google Drive. And here I am simply copying the content from my Google Drive to Google Colab. Okay, so that's what I am doing in step 1. I will be simply mounting the Google Drive in my Google Colab, and in next step I will be copying fake news dataset and true news dataset from my Google Drive to Google Colab. Okay, and in third step I will be simply unzipping these two files. So once we have dataset, we will progress on the next set of activities where we will be importing all the required packages, and then we'll prepare dataset for my model training. Okay, so here I will be simply importing all the required packages. So I have imported some packages from scikit-learn, and I will be using NLTK for feature engineering and for some data pre-processing step. Okay, so I will simply run this cell, and now I will be loading two news dataset which contains all the valid news, and next I will be reading the fake news dataset which contains all the fake news. Okay, and in next step I will be simply adding one column called category, which will have flag as 1 for true news and flag 0 for fake news. Okay, so that's what I have done here, and I will be simply concatenating these two dataset to make one complete dataset for my model training activity. In next step I am simply combining title column, text column and subject column in a single column called text. Right, so now my data will have a combined value of title, text and subject under text column. Right, so that's what this statement is doing. And here I am simply taking text, the combined value of text, and category which contains my target value. Now in next few set of activities we will be performing some pre-processing activity so that my data would be clean for model training activity and for feature generation process. Okay, so here I have written a very small pre-processing function which will perform few set of activities required for cleaning up our text dataset so that you'd be able to generate some important features based on the cleaned text data. Okay, so here I will be simply performing stopword removal to remove all the stopwords from my text data, and here I would be removing all the punctuation from my text data, and finally we will be performing some stemming activity against the tokens. Right, so that's what exactly this small function would be doing. And here I'd be taking the text data which we have created in this step and will pass the pre-processing function against this text data. So at the end of this activity we'll have a clean dataset, and using that clean dataset we would be able to generate important features. Okay, so here I will be taking this clean dataset and I would be splitting it into train and validation data. So once we'll have that dataset available, we'll generate the features with the help of TF-IDF vectorizer. And that's what exactly I am doing it here. So at the end of this step, we'll have transform train feature and transform valid features. And using these two feature set, we would be training machine learning model, and using this data set, we would be able to validate our test results, right? So that's the activities we need to perform before running our light GPM model training activity. And now we'll start performing all the activities required to enable light GPM in GPU mode. Okay, so before that, I will simply run all the statements above. So I will run this cell, create dataset, preprocessing function, and then I will create transform feature list. Now it's done. In next few steps, what we would be doing, we would be enabling light GBM for GPU model training activity. Okay, so the first step, you need to simply clone light GBM package from GitHub, and for that purpose I will be using this command. I will simply run it. So it will clone light GBM in my Google Colab environment. You can see that the cloning of light GBM package is done, and now you would be compiling light GBM for GPU support. Okay, so for that purpose, we simply need to go to the light GBM directory. For that purpose, I would be running this command. And under light GBM, we need to create one build directory. So for that purpose, I would be running this command. And next, in order to activate GPU for light GBM, we need to run these two statements. And I have taken this from the light GBM documentation itself. Right. So if you go through the light GBM documentation, it contains all these details. I have just simply taken those instructions and I have added here. So what it is doing, it is enabling GP mode and compiling all the associated component. And once we'll run this statement, it will start compiling the light GBM for GPU support. So I will simply run this statement. So it will take some time. So here you can see that it has identified this TPC compiler identification, and it will perform all the activities required for enabling GPU support for light GBM model. And here you can see that it started building the light GBM package. And now it's done. Okay, so the compilation of light GBM support for GPU has been done. You can see that 100% is complete. Build target light GBM. Okay, and now in next few set of activities, what we will do, we will simply create a Python interface for GPU support, right? And for that purpose, we will be simply running this command, so that pip would be available in my Google Colab. But it may not be required because Google Colab already have all those dependencies available. So probably you can also skip this step, but this would be required if you'd be performing these set of activities within your Ubuntu machine. So that's what I have added this statement, just to make sure that we have all the appropriate set of activities. Once that is done, we need to run this statement so that we have all the packages and all the dependencies available within my system. For that purpose, we will be installing setup tools, and all the packages required for my training activity. Right. So for that purpose, I will be simply running this command. So you can also skip it if you are performing this activity within your Google Colab, because Google Colab already have all these dependencies available. But in case you are performing this activity in Ubuntu, then you need to run this statement within your environment. Okay, so now we'll simply go to the Python package and we'll create a light GBM Python interface so that we would be able to run light GBM under Python. Okay, so for that purpose, simply go to light GBM, and within light GBM, just go to Python-package directory. We'll simply run it, and from this directory, we need to run this command. Okay, which is Python setup.py install hyphen hyphen precompile, right? So this will make sure that Lite GBM is available for Python interface, so that we would be able to access Lite GBM for model training activity. So I will simply run this cell. Okay, so that is done, and now my Lite GBM is available for GPU model training. Okay, so here I'll be importing Lite GBM, and I have defined all the model parameters. And to activate GPU support, we need to provide this command, this parameter, device type, and give the value as GPU. We'll simply run it. Okay, and here the normal set of activity which we normally use for Lite GBM model training. So here I am defining Lite GBM dataset for training, Lite GBM dataset for validation. Okay, and here I am simply performing a model training activity with the help of Lite GBM.train, and I'm passing different parameters. Okay, that's it. And once we'll run this cell, you will find this statement. This is the GPU trainer, right? So which means that whatever activities we have performed for GPU model training, it has been activated correctly. And now we can clearly see a clear message from my model training step that this model training is happening under GPU mode. Right? So you can see that the time taken for Lite GPM GPU model is 13.85 seconds. So you will not notice much difference because this is a very small data set. But once you'll perform the same set of activities against a very large data set, you'll find a noticeable difference between the time taken GPU based Lite GBM and GPU based Lite GBM model training. That's it for now. I hope you'll find this video useful. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, I request you to subscribe to it. And thanks for watching it again.